Today is Sunday, October 18th, 2015, and I am currently 30 weeks post-op from having gastric sleeve surgery. I had my surgery on March 25th, 2015. So we'll start off with a little weight update. When I started my journey back in November of last year, I weighed in at 356 pounds. And my current weight is 240 pounds. So I've lost 116 pounds since last November. I have lost 90 pounds since my surgery in March. And overall, for my highest recorded weight, which was 375, I have lost a total of 135 pounds. It feels so good to say that. I lost 135 pounds. I'm so sorry that I have been slacking, but thank you to everyone who's been keeping me honest and posting and asking, when's your next video? You haven't posted in a while. I took a little bit of a break. Some things have been going on. I've been very busy with work, and I'm going to continue to be very busy with work. I have a lot of travel that I've been doing for work. I'm home right now, so I wanted to post a quick little video to give everyone an update. So first thing I want to talk about is a new goal that I have set for myself. Well, technically, I didn't set it for myself. Someone else set it for me. My boss, who I've talked about several times on here, we were out for dinner one night with some clients, and she just looks over at me. They were talking about, triathlons and how she's training for the Ironman, and one of our clients was talking about how she had done Ironman too, and kind of looks over at me and she goes, "You're going to become a triathlete." And I'm like, "Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?" She's like, "Yeah, you're going to be a triathlete." So that kind of stuck with me. It stuck in my head that I could potentially become a triathlete if I really trained and wanted to. So after thinking about it for a couple days, I'm like, why not? Why not train for triathlon? So that's what I'm doing. That is my next fitness goal, is I'm going to train for triathlon. Now, before you think I'm absolutely crazy, I'm going to train for what they call a sprint triathlon, which is a shorter distance. It is for beginners, novice, those people who are just getting into the sport. And it is a 0.47 mile swim, a 12-mile bike, and a 5K run, all together. So I talked to Tyler at Indy Performance Authority today, and we are going to start training for a sprint triathlon. He's going to put me together a plan of things I can do while I'm traveling, while I'm at home, because training for a triathlon is a lot of self-training. It's not training with someone daily. It has to do with self-discipline and being able to be a go-getter and train on your own. So he's working on putting me together a plan. So yeah, I'm going to become a triathlete next year. I'm really excited about it, actually. I haven't really started training. My plan was to start this week, but unfortunately, I've had some setbacks already, and I haven't even started. But we'll talk about that in just a moment. Jason and I got bikes. We love them. We didn't get to ride this weekend because Jason had to work, but every weekend that we've had free, every night that we've had free, we've been on our bikes. We love them. They're great. We both ended up with hybrids, and we got fitted for our bikes. We made sure that we had the proper safety gear, that before we left, that they went over our bikes in great detail and showed us everything about them and how to use them, how to work them, how to take the tires off, how to fit them in my SUV, all of those wonderful things. So we are super happy that we have bikes now to putz around our hometown or our neighborhood in. So we've been doing that. It's been great. One of my favorite things about riding bikes is Jason is like a big kid when he's riding it, he has the biggest smile on his face. And usually I lead right in the front and he's following me, but every time I look back, he is just grinning from ear to ear. And I haven't seen him smile like that in a while, so it was really good to see that smile on his face. And I'm smiling the whole time too, but that was one of my favorite things about riding a bike with Jason. So just seeing him smile, he's so adorable. So about my setback, I was in Des Moines, Iowa last week, and you've heard me talk about this before on my videos, but I had some sort of an attack, and basically my rib cage and down and up my back, I had these really sharp, intense pains. These feelings like someone had a belt and they were like squeezing it and pulling it tighter and pulling it tighter. And I talked about this before on my videos. It's happened twice, and they both lasted about 10 minutes. I just kind of, called the clinic. I had started on pills. We thought maybe that one got lodged, and then the second time it happened, I thought that I just gotten really full and maybe was going to dump, but it never happened. But the same thing happened while I was in Des Moines. However, this was a much more intense. This lasted for 3 hours. So I was sitting in the emergency room in complete agony on a pain scale of about an 8 for 3 hours. I was in Des Moines, away from home, away from my mom, away from Jason. My boss offered to come and sit with me. I'm like, no, that's okay. You just stay home. But it was awful. Come to find out, they diagnosed me with gallstones, and pancreatitis. So they wanted to do surgery on me in Des Moines, and I was like, no way. No way. So they got my levels down to where they felt comfortable. They finally, after staying in the hospital for a bit, they released me. But I called the weight loss center and started asking some questions, and they said that gallstones are something that are not uncommon after someone loses a significant amount of weight or even after a weight loss surgery. It's not a side effect that they talk about because it doesn't happen that often, but it's not uncommon. So I have an appointment with Dr. Shamsadine, who did my gastric sleeve, and I'm going to see if I need to have my gallbladder removed. The surgeons in Des Moines said I needed to have it done. They suggested that I do it while in Des Moines, but they felt comfortable releasing me once I got my levels back down where they needed to be. So I was sent home with the orders to take it easy, to limit my activity as far as my jarring and my movement. So I haven't run in over a week. I haven't really been on the bike. I did work out with Tyler this morning, though. We did a lot of strength training, not a lot of movement, within my body, just kind of working on some arm strength and such. But so that's kind of set me back. I don't have a surgery date yet. I haven't met with Dr. Shamsadine. I go to him not next week, but the following week. So looks like I'll be having another surgery this year. But yeah, so those of you who have those pains and notice, or you develop gallstones after you've lost weight, apparently that's not something that isn't unheard of. So just a heads up for everyone. I'm also on kind of a restricted diet. They told me not to eat like spicy foods and things that would aggravate my digestion. So I made a big pot of chicken noodle soup when I got home on Thursday, and I've been eating on that all weekend. So that's an update for you guys. So I'm going to apparently become a triathlete next year. Yay! Looks like I'm going to have surgery again, and I got a lot of busy times coming up for work. The next video I'm going to do, I want to talk about some of the differences that I have seen in different programs. So in watching other sleevers videos and hearing what they say, compared to what the weight loss clinic that I go to has talked about and said. such as drinking from straws or having caffeine, etc. So that's what I plan on doing my next video on. Also, per the request, someone asked if I would talk more about my travel and how I manage my food and my protein intake while I'm traveling. So that is also coming up in an upcoming video. So I've got some plans for videos. I just have to find the time to make them. So again, guys, I hope everyone's having a beautiful fall. It's starting to get cold here in Indy. I turned my heat on. But yeah, so you guys, I hope everyone has a beautiful week, and I will update you guys later.